Alright guys, so this is my 89 notchback. It is original 4-cylinder. Got it from the original owner about a month ago. Originally, my plan was to keep it as a daily driver. It actually only had 40,000 miles. Drove really good, automatic, air conditioning, everything. Nice car. This is probably like my 10th Foxbody. So I mean, I've had mostly notchbacks, but I've had probably like 10, yeah, for the last 10 years. Started working on Foxbodies like 10 years ago. So I decided, you know, I was going to get a Terminator, going to get a Shelby. I decided, man, what kind of car I can build with that much money? So I decided to do a Coyote swap. I've been wanting to do one for a while. Just never really had the time for it or really got serious about it. So I was on Craigslist one day. I picked up this notchback from the original owner. It had 40,000 miles. It's actually really clean. I already started tearing it apart, but it's really clean. Paint is pretty much perfect. I have the fenders and the front clip upstairs. Just took them off to hide some of the wiring and all that. So pretty much in these videos, I'm just gonna explain what I know. You know, this is my first Coyote swap. I've done probably like 5 4-cylinder swaps, a bunch of 5-speed swaps. So I'm pretty familiar with the Foxbodies. This is going to be my first Coyote swap. I have a few friends that do have Coyote swaps in their notchbacks who've done the swap, and I've got a lot of information from people like that. There's only so much you can read online. So if you're going to do the swap, try to find somebody who's already done it, who knows exactly what the parts you're going to need and all that stuff like that. So pretty much, let me just show you the car real quick. Extremely clean. I've already started taking it apart. This is all basic stuff, basic Foxbody stuff, like taking out the steering column, pedals and all that. So I'm not really going to get into that, but for the most part, I'm going to show you guys the main parts to doing the Coyote swap. Like I said, this is my first time doing videos. One of my friends just told me, like, hey, you know, you should document it and, you know, do a step-by-step and all that. So pretty much this is just the introduction, showing you guys the car. It's an 89. This is the motor. I was told this, I got it from a friend of a friend who had a shop, closing the shop, didn't want to swap it anymore. I originally bought it with the TR6060 transmission. After doing some research, I guess it's pretty hard or just complicated and really not worth it to get that TR6060 into the Foxbody. So I sold the transmission. I paid 4,000 bucks for the transmission with the motor, pedals, clutch, flywheel, I didn't get the drive pedals, clutch, flywheel, radiator hoses, pressure plate, harness, body harness, starter, all that stuff. So everything came with it. I sold the transmission. I'm gonna run a T56 Magnum. The car, like I said, was running when I got it. Actually drove really well. I drove it around for like a month and then started gathering up parts. I found someone to buy the 4-cylinder motor, so I said, fuck it. You know, I took it out, started the swap a little earlier than I planned, but I'm still gathering up parts here and there. My plan was to do it in 2 big steps, pretty much get everything I need to get the motor in there, harness and all that. And then my last stage of parts is going to be the T56 transmission and the exhaust. I got the BBK long tubes just to get it in there and then kind of, you know, be able to work with it. So far I actually just got this today. The tubular K member, I'm going to run the AJE one. It's cheaper than swapping out the oil pan to be able to keep the stock K member. So like I said, this is just an introduction, kind of show you guys what's going on, what I'm planning on doing. In my next video, I will kind of go through everything you're going to need, all the parts and stuff. So this is just part 1, introduction. Check out the other video.